morning, everyone, and welcome to the 2018 Tony Award nominations. We are coming to you live from New York Public Library for the Performing Arts in New York City to announce the nominees for the 72nd Annual Tony Awards. And now for this year's nominees. The nominees for Best Performance by an Actor in a Leading Role in a Play are Andrew Garfield, Angels in America; Tom Hollander, Travesties; Jamie Parker, Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, Parts 1 and 2, and Mark Rylance, Farinelli and the King, Denzel Washington, Eugene O'Neill's The Iceman Cometh. The nominees for Best Performance by an Actress in a Leading Role in a Play are Glenda Jackson, Edward Albee's Three Tall Women; Condola Rashad, St. Joan; Lauren Ridloff, Children of a Lesser God; Amy Schumer, Meteor Shower.
The nominees for Best Performance by an Actor in a Leading Role in a Musical are Harry Hatton Patton, My Fair Lady; Joshua Henry, Rodgers and Hammerstein's Carousel; Tony Shalhoub, The Band's Visit; Ethan Slater, SpongeBob SquarePants, the Musical. The nominees for Best Performance by an Actress in a Leading Role in a Musical are Lauren Ambrose, My Fair Lady; Haley Kilgore, Once on This Island; LaShans, Summer, the Donna Summer Musical; Katrina Lenk, The Band's Visit; Taylor Louderman, Mean Girls; and Jesse Mueller, Rodgers and Hammerstein's Carousel.
The nominees for Best Revival of a Play are Angels in America; Edward Albee's Three Tall Women; Eugene O'Neill's The Iceman Cometh; Lobby Hero, Travesties. The nominees for Best Revival of a Musical are My Fair Lady, Once on This Island, Rodgers and Hammerstein's Carousel.
The nominees for Best Play are The Children, Farinelli and the King; Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, Parts 1 and 2, Junk, and Latin History for Morons. The nominees for Best Musical are The Band's Visit, Frozen, Mean Girls, SpongeBob SquarePants, the Musical. There are a few more nominations to get to this morning, but for all of you watching CBS this morning, we are going to send it back to Nora, John, and Alex. We'll see you all on June the 10th.
The nominees for Best Book of a Musical are The Band's Visit, Itamar Moses; Frozen, Jennifer Lee; Mean Girls, Tina Fey; SpongeBob SquarePants, the Musical, Kyle Jarrow. The nominees for Best Original Score, Music and/or Lyrics written for the theater are Angels in America, music by Adrian Sutton; The Band's Visit, music and lyrics by David Yazbek; Frozen, music and lyrics by Kristen Anderson Lopez and Robert Lopez; Mean Girls, music by Jeff Richmond, lyrics by Neil Benjamin; Sponge, Joe Perry of Aerosmith; Sarah Bareilles, Jonathan Colton, Alex Ebert of Edward Sharpe and the Magnetic Zeros; The Flaming Lips, Lady Antebellum, Cyndi Lauper and Rob Hyman; John Legend, Panic at the Disco, Plain White Tees, They Might Be Giants, T.I., Damani, and Lil C.
The nominees for Best Choreography are Christopher Gattelli, My Fair Lady; Christopher Gattelli, SpongeBob SquarePants, the Musical; Stephen Hoggett, Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, Parts 1 and 2, and Casey Nicolau, Mean Girls; Justin Peck, Rodgers and Hammerstein's Carousel. The nominees for Best Orchestrations are John Clancy, Mean Girls; Tom Kitt, SpongeBob SquarePants, the musical, Anne-Marie Milazzo, and Michael Starobin, Once on This Island, Jamshid Sharifi, The Band's Visit, Jonathan Tunick, Rodgers and Hammerstein's Carousel.
Okay, the nominees for Best Scenic Design of a Play are Miriam, oh, they did it phonetically, it's just screwing me up.
You got it.
Miriam Buther. Edward Albee's Three Tall Women, so sorry. Jonathan Fensom, Farinelli and the King. Christine Jones, Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, Parts 1 and 2. Santo Loquasto, Eugene O'Neill's The Iceman Cometh. And Ian McNeil and Edward Pierce, Angels in America. The nominees for Best Scenic Design of a Musical are Dane Laffrey, Once on This Island. Scott Pask, The Band's Visit. Scott Pask, Finn Ross and Adam Young, Mean Girls. And Michael Jurgen, My Fair Lady. David Zinn, Sponge.
You know, that's right. I'm pretty sure that's right. That's how you say that.
SpongeBob.
Yeah.
David Zinn.
Squarepants.
The musical.
Yes. Yes.
I have not been drinking this morning.
The nominees for Best Costume Design of a Play are Jonathan Fensom, Farinelli and the King, Nikki Gillibrand, Angels in America, Katrina Lindsay, Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, Parts 1 and 2, Anne Roth, Edward Albee's Three Tall Women, Anne Roth, Eugene O'Neill's The Iceman Cometh. The nominees for Best Costume Design of a Musical are Greg Barnes, Mean Girls, Clint Ramos, Once on This Island, Anne Roth, Rodgers and Hammerstein's Carousel, David Zinn, SpongeBob SquarePants, the musical, Catherine Zuber, My Fair Lady.
Oh shit.
This is going well. No, I think this is the best
hired
one
me for
they've
comic
ever
relief. The
had.
nominees for Best Sound Design of a Play are Adam Cork, Travesties, Ian Dickinson for Autograph, Angels in America, Gareth Fry, Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, Parts 1 and 2, Tom Gibson, 1984, Dan Moses Schreier, Eugene O'Neill's The Iceman Cometh. The nominees for Best Sound Design of a Musical are Kai Harada, The Band's Visit, Peter Helensky, Once on This Island, Scott Lear, Rodgers and Hammerstein's Carousel, Brian Ronan, Mean Girls, Walter Trebek, and Mike Dobson, SpongeBob SquarePants, the musical.
The nominees for Best Lighting Design of a Play are Neil Austin, Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, Parts 1 and 2, Paul Constable, Angels in America, Jules Fisher and Peggy Eisenhower, Eugene O'Neill's The Iceman Cometh, Paul Russell, Farinelli and the King, Ben Stanton for Junk. The nominees for Best Lighting of a Musical are, Best Lighting Design of a Musical are Kevin Adams, SpongeBob SquarePants, the musical, Jules Fisher and Peggy Eisenhower, Once on This Island, Donald Holder, My Fair Lady, Brian McDevitt, Rodgers and Hammerstein's Carousel, Tyler Mikulau, The Band's Visit.
The nominees for Best Direction of a Play are Marianne Elliott, Angels in America, Joe Mantello, Edward Albee's Three Tall Women, Patrick Marber, Travesties, John Tiffany, Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, Parts 1 and 2, George C. Wolfe, Eugene O'Neill's The Iceman Cometh. The nominees for Best Direction of a Musical are Michael Arden, Once on This Island, David Cromer, The Band's Visit, Tina Landau, SpongeBob SquarePants the Musical, Casey Nicola, Mean Girls, and Bartlett Sher, My Fair Lady.
The nominees for Best Performance by an Actor in a Featured Role in a Play are Anthony Boyle, Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, Parts 1 and 2. Michael Cera, Lobby Hero. Brian Tyree Henry, Lobby Hero. Nathan Lane, Angels in America. David Morse, Eugene O'Neill's The Iceman Cometh. The nominees for Best Performance by an Actress in a Featured Role in a Play are Susan Brown, Angels in America. Noma, oh man.
Oh, you finally got one.
I got it, I know it. I got it, I remember. Noma DeMeswini.
Beautiful.
As if that is as impressive as her performance. Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, Parts 1 and 2. Deborah Finley, The Children. Denise Goff, Angels in America. Laurie Metcalf, Edward Albee's Three Tall Women.
The nominees for Best Performance by an Actor in a Featured Role in a Musical are Norbert Leo Butz, My Fair Lady. Alexander Gemiani. Alexander Gemiani.
Gemignani. There it is.
Roger and Hammerstein's Carousel. Gray Henson, Mean Girls. Gavin Lee, SpongeBob SquarePants the Musical. Ariel Stachel, The Band's Visit. Thank God you're here. The nominees for Best Performance by an Actress in a Featured Role in a Musical are Ariana DeBose, Summer, the Donna Summer Musical. Renee Fleming, Roger and Hammerstein's Carousel. Lindsay Mendez, Roger and Hammerstein's Carousel. Ashley Park, Mean Girls. Diana Rigg, My Fair Lady.
In addition to all of these wonderful nominees, the Tony Awards will honor Bruce Springsteen and John Leguizamo with special Tony Awards. Bruce Springsteen will receive his special Tony Award for his still ongoing year-long engagement in Springsteen on Broadway, a once-in-a-lifetime theater-going experience of extraordinary dimensions he created specifically for the Broadway stage. John Leguizamo will receive his special Tony Award for his body of work. As both a playwright and a performer, John has proven himself dedicated to telling stories of social, economic, racial, and political relevance. This season's Latin History for Morons marked his fourth one-man show on Broadway. They will receive their awards on Sunday, June 10th, along with this year's previously announced recipients of the Tony Award for Lifetime Achievement in the Theater, Chita Rivera and Andrew Lloyd Webber, and this year's Isabel Stevenson Award winner, Nick Scandalios.
Please log on to TonyAwards.com for a full list of this year's nominations and other Tony news. Be sure to also like the Tony Awards on Facebook, follow the Tonys on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat, and at the Tony Awards, and tag your posts with hashtag Tony Awards 2018. Congratulations again to all of this year's nominees, and make sure to tune in to the 72nd Annual Tony Award telecast on Sunday, June 10th at 8 p.m. only on CBS. And thank you for joining us and having a wonderful time. And you have a wonderful day and allowing us into the venue.